All right, my PSA order is back. 41 cards total. I'm going to split these into two videos. So this is video 1 of 2. So I submitted these using the PSA National Card Show special. I paid $18 US per card. Turnaround time was about 10 weeks, and I'm pretty happy with the grades. And also feel free to ask questions or leave a comment, and I always answer. But let's get to looking at the cards. Okay, first up, we've got a Kaprizov from 2020 Extended Series. So I had this actually down as a 9 because just a few surface issues. I don't usually care that much about the look of these cards, but I don't know, maybe because this is from the 05-06 Crosby Ovechkin year. There's just something about this one I do like. Anyways, happy this one got a 10. This one is an interesting one. Fanimation. This came from 2020-21 Series 2. But just, I guess this is fan created cards and just randomly inserted with the production counts not really fully known on these. And it's a canvas style card, so for the most part, these usually grade pretty well. And this one I looked at, and it looked good. And this one I had down as a possible 10. Okay, here is a clear cut Spencer Knight. So I look at all of the cards under a grading lamp, and this one definitely had some surface issues. So I think with clear cut, there's always surface issues with these things. They're just really easy to scratch. There's bits of dust on there that just like kind of stick in there, and you can just see little imperfections. So, you know, I think hard to give this card a 10, and little flecks. So I don't know if some of this stuff, I can't remember if this came through as you know, while at PSA and some dust lands on this type of stuff. I'm sure that happens. I did pull this in one of the videos, so I'll link that, and if you're interested in watching that pull, you can check that video out. So I'm also looking to submit this. I pulled this like a number of years ago, and I've been waiting to submit this. This has just like a minor little dust fleck surface issue, and so I just assume that this will come back as a 9 at best, but at some point I'm hoping to submit this one. Here's another interesting one. This one, Brandon Hagel. This is high gloss. This is a 1 out of 10. I had this down as a 9, maybe possible 10. Yeah, for the most part, the corners and edges were clean. It's always hard to tell. I can't really tell about centering, but I tend to grade, at least my own personal grades, I think a little bit harsh. Most of the ones that I've got some 9s that came out as 10s, and there's only a couple in here that I put down as 10s that are less than that. So, but yeah, happy this came back at 10. And this is just part of the a bunch of young guns I had just like sitting in top loaders that I thought, let's get these graded, and it's just easier to sell these things when they're graded, and especially if they look good. And this one looked like a 10. Again, another canvas card that came back at 10. Yeah, so another defenseman, 2016 Zach Werenski. Maybe not a lot of hobby love being in Columbus, but still a pretty solid defenseman, kind of coming into his prime right now. But happy with this one, getting a 10. So I had this one down as a 9, yeah, and it came back a 9. This one just looking to get out of a top loader, put it into a slab, and see if I can sell it. So if you're interested in Evan Bouchard, look on the shop because it's for sale. Here's one that I looked at under the lamp, and I thought this was a 9. It's got a little bit of a surface issue, and actually I didn't send this in previous shipment because I was just trying to go for 10s. But on this one, I was thinking if I can get some 9s, I could probably sell those. And again, this is just trying to get things out of my collection and sold. So we'll see. He's a pretty stud defenseman, but his prices have dropped over the last little bit. Sale prices are a little bit low from kind of what I remember looking at, maybe like last year. And so if he has another good season, I can see his cards gaining a little bit of popularity, and maybe I can sell it then. I think just defensemen in general do not have a ton of value. Obviously, first overall pick. Nice to get a PSA 10. I had this one down as a 9-10. Again, wasn't totally sure, but felt pretty good about this one. And we'll see how he does over the next little bit as Buffalo improves. Had a pretty good season last year, and so we'll see what he does this season. And hopefully I can sell this. Okay, we got the Bowen Byram Young Guns. Had this as a 9, and it came back a 9. There's a little bit of surface issue around his helmet, and he obviously had some concussion issues and injury issues, but he's on a team that he can absolutely put up points. And so I think even a 9, if he starts to have a good season, might get a little bit of value. But again, plan is to sell this. And here's just another one that I just wanted to get slabbed. Had this down as a 9, maybe 10. And so happy this one came back as a 10. Well, he's a good young defenseman, and I do think somebody will want this PSA 10. Here's one, Adam Fox Young Guns. I actually had this one as a 10. I thought this was really clean, and it came back a 9. So a little unfortunate about that. I feel like most of the ones that I put down as 9, 10, they actually came back as 10s. And so I was a little bit disappointed to have this one come back as a 9. But the other thing that I had was a canvas, and I had this canvas down as a 9. It definitely had like a corner issue so I wonder if there was a little bit of a mix-up. These were graded at the same time. Who knows? But yeah, I thought the Young Guns was going to get the 10, and I thought the canvas was going to get the 9. I guess I'd prefer it, if you're looking at value, I'd prefer to obviously switch it and have this the 10 and this the 9, but still happy with 110 out of the 2. Okay, and we've got Pettersson Canvas. I had this one down as a 9, and it came back a 9. Nice looking card. Obviously had a terrible start to the season last year, but he finished really strong. So hoping the end of the season is a sign of things to come for this season. Okay, and Pettersson Young Guns. Had this as a possible 10, and it came back a 10, so pretty happy with that. I actually bought one, I guess, a couple years ago now. So I'll hold on to one, and then I think I'll put one up in the store. So if you're interested in this one will be for sale. And here's a nice one, Jack Hughes Young Guns. I bought this one raw. This one was like back in the second year, back when he was starting off really slow. I was trying to buy these. I was losing auctions, just trying to buy them at about $50. And losing out like 52, 54, 56. And I think I got this one for $50. And so when I finally looked at this thing under the lamp, it looked clean. And so I had this one down as a possible 10. And so it came back a 10. So yeah, pretty happy about that. And here's a nice one. Tim Stützle Young Guns in PSA 10. I had this one actually down as I thought this was a 9. There's some like edging issues, just I thought at the top, but sometimes it's so hard to tell. They kind of look like when you're looking under the lamp, like everything starts to look like imperfection. But I had this as a 9, thinking I don't know about that. So I was happy to see this one come back a 10. And I was stoked to see this one come back a 10. This one I also thought had a little bit of edging issues. So I had this one down as a possible 9, but pretty happy to see this one come back as a 10. And a second one. So pretty sweet here. 2 Stützle French Young Guns. Obviously, hoping for big things this year and the next few, sign that brand new contract. But I think I'll hold on to one and see, but I'm definitely going to try and sell one right now. So if you're interested in that, it's for sale. Got a Trevor Zegras Upper Deck Canvas. This one I had down as a 10. This one looked clean all around. So I pulled this, but not on camera. This was actually, when this product first came out, my buddy bought a box. That was all he could get. And me and two other buddies, the three of us, split a box and we split up the packs. And so with 8 packs, I pulled this. And usually when we're splitting up boxes or we've bought a case before, I don't end up coming out on top with anything. So it was nice to hit something. Nice to see it was a clean card and and a canvas card. Another canvas card coming back at 10. Okay, rounding out the order and finishing really nice, we got Caufield, PSA 10. Pulled this in one of the videos, so I'll link that if you want to check that out. But really happy with this one, obviously. This one selling for what, $600 to $800 right now, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I'll put this one up for sale as well. So if you are interested, check out my eBay store. Hey, if you like this video, you should check out my other video to see the other part of the shipment. I've sent in a couple McDavid cards. What did they get? 9s, 10s, 8s. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.